was the schedule like around this period of time for you, just being on the road?
It was on the road a lot, and then the divas started to perk up. Then Ivory came in, and we went from a skeleton crew to starting to get more peeps, and it was great then because China was doing diva stuff. She was starting to do the Playboy thing came for her, and we were all out doing the bikini shoots and stuff, and so the women's thing was really starting to pick up, that we had stuff that we could do, and that was really neat. And so yeah, Ivory came in. She was a lot of fun. She was a hoot. Jackie was great. Yeah, so the divas thing was definitely picking up. And then Lita came in, and then Trish. And so yeah, it's neat to be a part of that early skeleton crew coming into, now the evolution of now. It's wonderful to see how many women they have, and they're all beautiful, and they're working. So like we were talking about that, just the work.
In '99, I think that's when Ivory came in, right?
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
What was she like to work in the ring? Easy or?
Yeah, she was. I mean, she always had ideas of stories and stuff, and I mean, you had to be Torberg and Brad Rangitz. You had to be an island unto yourself, and China would give me that great advice later on. You've just got to be an island unto yourself and not really get clicked in friends, because it's usually kind of that false information meets your ears, and then you've got, oh my God, they're a senior and I need to do what they say, but they just gave me really bad advice, and so I mean, Ivory was there for her, which why would you come in for anybody else,
right?
So yeah, so she was a creative spirit too, very creative. I remember that about her.
You had the hardcore match. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, we did the first, and Vince. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And that mirror got pulled up. It was when she pulled it back off. The stunt guy told her, just leave it on her head. Don't pull it back up over her head. But in the excitement, it came back up and over, and all the shards went up into my mouth. It was crazy. Yeah, but I think my scream that scream when she put the iron on me was like, oh, and I remember something about, she don't have her scream again or something, because that scream, I didn't get to watch it back, but Vince was really happy. We got a bonus. He came and thanked us and everything. That was neat. That was a historical moment, the first hardcore match ever, and they let us do it. So
now, do they have an agent with the girls back then? Because now, like, well, not now, he's no longer with the company, but Fit Finlay, he was with the girls.
Yeah, it seemed, I remember watching some stuff, and Trish was saying thanks to Fit for coming in. Dr. Tom was our kind of guy, but
go-to guy.
Yeah, we didn't have that, and I'm glad that they do now, and you can see the the improvement of the work to a great degree, because it's a okay, this is going to happen, and you're going to get
So back then, when they gave you the finish, I mean, you guys just put together your match, and you didn't have to go to anybody afterwards, or was it?
We would grab some of the guy. Al Snow helped a lot. Hunter was Triple H he was so kind to help out. Yeah, we didn't have a lot. You'd have to grab one of the guys. Kane helped, and we would run stuff past him. And so yeah, putting together something of the magnitude of what the boys were pulling off, that was hard.
Right.
Because those guys are great. They're freaking phenomenal. And yeah, it would have been nice to, but it wasn't at that. Right.
Who did you travel with on the road around this period of time?
Ivory, and I got to be with China and Hunter, and and Al and Blue Meanie.
Right.
Yeah, he was so funny.
He might be here tomorrow, I think, too.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he is here tomorrow.
Wow, that would be great to see him. Great to see him. Yeah, Blue Meanie, Al Snow, and Ivory we would ride together, and Perry Saturn, I rode with him a couple of times. Yeah, and yeah, there's all great riding mates. And Boss Man, I got to be with him. Terry Reynolds, we rode together.
What do you remember as a Boss Man?
Boss Man was a hoot. Talk about a guy who could go out and get that crowd so pissed off. Just get them, and he did nothing. I mean, he didn't have to do anything. I mean, it would be, and I remember him telling me backstage, it'll be 10 minutes before I even do anything. and I watched him and just in utter awe of him. He was a great like behind the scenes mentor and a phenomenal worker. God, I wish he were still here. Yeah, he was great, legend.
Any good road stories around this period of time? Any funny ribs?
Oh man, we would do fun stuff on the road with like Blue Meanie had these teeth because the
Billy Bob teeth.
Yeah, the nasty one. So we would pull up to a drive-through, and I would go, God, I really want a Whopper. I really want it meaty and juicy, and then everybody else would duck down, and it would be Blue Meanie in the car with his big grungy teeth, and he'd go, I want my meat now, just fun stuff like that, and duct tape from the ring, and tying me up in the back of the car and rope and duct tape across my mouth, and we'd go and I'd be kicking and like look, and the people at the drive-thrus would just be
That's a good one. I like that.
Didn't know what to do. Yeah.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.